Hello friends, as we all know that the world is running at a fast pace. Education being one of its main component is a dynamic process. Teachers need to develop and enhance their personal and professional qualities, knowledge and skills so as to empower themselves and bring about improvement within themselves, thereby creating a professional environment at their workplace. Friends, in this presentation, I will be taking the continuous professional development of the teachers. Now, content outline for continuous professional development, and under content outline, what is continuous professional development? Approach emphasizes in continuous professional development. Required to complete the continuous professional development and key features of the continuing professional development process. Objective under this or after the session, you will be able to explain continuous professional development and list various approach of continuous professional development and list aspects required to complete the continuous professional development, and you will be able to enlist key features of continuous professional development process. So, first of all, continuous professional development means what you mean by this term. Continuous professional development sometimes we call as CPD, or it's also called continuous professional education. It means when people maintain their knowledge and skills related to their professional lives. CPD obligations are almost same in most of the professions. Many professions define continuous professional development as a structured approach to learn, to help ensure competency to practice, taking in knowledge, skills and practical experiences. CPD can also involve relevant learning activities, whether these activities are formal or informal. Means sometimes these activities are called formal activities, that kind of activities are structured form. And when we talk about the informal activities, that kind of activities are self-directed activities, means individual do these kind of activities with their own pace. So, continuous professional development further emphasize on certain approach, and these approach, or sometimes we can say that these three words that we use in this term continuous professional development, these words itself give its detailed meaning. Like first of all, we discuss or we understand the meaning of continuing. Continuing means to say, when we say that learning never ending process, means when we start a learning, it's not end at any age, means to say regardless of age or seniority, we can learn all the time. And second word is professional. Professional means it is focused on professional competencies in a professional role. And third one is development. Development means to say, when we talk about improvement personal performance or enhance career progressions, it's not with the help of sometime formal setting or sometime in the help of informal setting. Further, this approach focus on process of tracking and documenting. Mean to say, it referred to the process of tracking and documenting the skills, knowledge and experience that an individual gain formally or informally as they work beyond any initial training. Second है record of what you experience. Mean to say, it is a record of what an individual experience, learn and then apply. The term is generally used to mean a physical folder or portfolio documenting of individual's development as a professional. Then third part is mean a training or developmental plan. Some organization use it to mean a training or developmental plan, which I would argue is not strictly accurate. Sometimes that term is not used in a proper manner, and so that's why sometimes we don't say it's not a developmental plan, it's just a plan of an individual, how can he or she improve their skills. Further, if we talk about the journal analysis of continuous professional development, so it's a plan, continuous and lifelong process whereby teachers try to develop their personal and professional qualities and to improve their knowledge, skills and practice, leading to their empowerment and improvement of their agency and the development of their organization and their pupils. Mean to say, if we talk about the continuing professional development, it's type of development that is a continuous and lifelong process, and through which teachers try to improve their personal as well as professional qualities, and these qualities help the individual to empower and to improve their agency, or it's also being a part of any organization as well as for the growth of individuals, students. Now further we move to the requirements of continuing professional development. Means to say we follow some certain steps when we use to develop our personal continuous professional development. There are some aspects like first one is self-SWOT analysis. Self-SWOT analysis means it's intended to help the individual carry out some initial thinking about own strengths and weaknesses. Second one is personal and professional. When we talk about personal and professional, that means development of personal and professional is based on self-SWOT analysis. Its purpose to assist individual to form set of developmental activities from a period of 12 months. Then third one is implementation. Implementation means to say implementing of individual plan that do not imply or should not change it once implemented. Means to say if we want to change the plan, or if we want to change some certain changes in that particular plan, he or she can change that settings according to circumstances or according to the situation. And fourth one is learning diary. Learning diary means it is important that individual record their efforts and assess the benefits of these planned activities. Moreover, by recording activities that helpful the individual to build a complete personal and professional development that can be formulated for a long-term plan or long-time goal. And last one is annual review or summary. In annual review or summary, it's a end part and it's complete after 12 months. Mean to say when we complete 1 year. So that's mean here everyone reviewed our activities, and according to that activities he or she prepare a summary sheet, and this process completed year to year. Now key features of continuous professional development. There are some key parts or key features that helpful for continuing professional development process, and if we implement these aspects in a proper manner, then we can prepare a proper continuing professional development profile, and that profile is helpful for individual to grow in professional as well as personal life. These parts are as documented process. Mean to say when we talk about continuing professional development, we do certain activities or perform certain tasks. That task must be a documented part, mean to say in documenting process. When we attend any seminar, any webinar, mean to say we want certification for that kind of webinar or seminar, and that is a part of our portfolio. Second, self-directed, driven by you, not your employer. Mean to say, when we talk about continuous professional development, this part is self-directed. Everyone individually motivated, not outsider forces are not motivated to do any kind of activity. If we want to attend any workshop, any seminar, it's self-motivating process. Then third one is focus on learning from experience, reflecting learning and review. Mean to say, when we talk about continuing professional development, that professional part is a learning from experience. Means when we get experience from our learning, that help an individual to do some task in a perfection or in a better manner. Next, it help you individual to develop goals and objectives. And next one is include both formal and informal learning. Mean to say, in this every individual learn from some formal setting or sometime in informal setting, and that individual learn from these kind of settings always help an individual to grow personal as well as professional. So continuing professional development can provide a deeper understanding about a professional attitude, along with a greater appreciation of the implications and impact of individual work. It can lead to increased public confidence in individual toward his/her professional and their profession as a whole. Depending upon the profession, CPD contribute to improve protection and quality of life, the environment, sustainability, property and the economy. So in this way, it implies to high risk areas or specialized practice areas which often more impractical to monitor on a case by case basis. So CPD just only ensure your capabilities keep pace with the current standards of other in the same field. Mean to say, we just say that it's a spirit of individual to maintain and enhance the knowledge and skills, and that knowledge and skills helpful an individual to deliver a professional services to their students, their colleagues and organization itself.